Greetings, salutations, moppers, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. It's version 4.5. Last time, we confronted Asat Pyramid, and we beat him, but he still technically won, because he woke up the Voracity. So, real curious, what the heck's gonna happen now? Because, we're going to Astropolis, apparently, which is the IPC's entertainment hub. Basically, they're Hollywood. Like a cube world. Well, the vectors of a cube world. The inside's hollow. Just like entertainment. Anyways, let's check out what's going on. Why hasn't everything already disappeared? A Lord Ravager's bloodstained games have ended, and a new crisis envelops this Arcadia. He declares, the husk of the Voracity is stirring, and right now, you must stop the impending feeding hour of the fragments of the divine. Oh. Right there.
When the Lord Ravager Asat Pyramid unveiled his disguise, his clones appeared across plain Arcadia. Asat Pyramid made a spectacular entry into the Moon games, sparking widespread panic and turning plain Arcadia into an apocalyptic ruin. Meanwhile, Asat Pyramid led Himiko into a painting that represented her past. Asat Pyramid did this to seek out an answer. At the end of the blood-stained games 15 years ago, how did Himiko escape the weathering curse? And what was Aha's role in it all? Himiko's past was slowly revealed. She and Motoko, the Imagine who bore her wishes, struggled to ignite the Express and send it soaring into the sky. Though Aha offered no reward, they received a gift from a mysterious figure hidden within the shadow of the Moon. Himiko and Motoko exchanged their destinies. Two girls made a promise to each other. When the Moon was full again, the Express would return with companions and stories. With a desperate determination to get even closer to the stars, the Astral Express soared into the sky once more. 15 years later, Himiko had become the person she had once aspired to be. In this game between Asat Pyramid and Himiko, Himiko left behind clues only the Express crew would comprehend, and revealed the true nature of Asat Pyramid's abilities. As a Lord Ravager with power over possibilities, he had imaginated an apocalyptic ending, dooming everyone on the canvas of reality in Ahatopia. Yao Guang summoned the Spiritus Kalachakra Skyplume to battle Asat Pyramid's countless created selves. By using the power of observation, she located Asat Pyramid's true body and sunk into the gap between existence and non-existence. And so, the battle between the Express crew and Asat Pyramid began. In the ensuing battle, the Express crew found themselves pushed to their limits against a Lord Ravager fighting at full strength. Fulfilling her promise as the navigator, Himiko stood before everyone, willing to sacrifice her life to protect their chance of escape. When all hope seemed lost, my desperate wish awakened the Stellaron. I chose to bring Himiko back, and with her, preserve the continuation of the Trailblaze. The Stellaron answered this phenomenal wish, sending me back to the moment before everything became irreversible, and allowing me to turn the tide of the battle. With the encouragement of the Express crew, Himiko channeled unprecedented wish power and confidence to imaginate something she had long been unable to materialize: the Mechatron Star Blazer. Assad Pramad's plan was foiled. Even in his moment of defeat, he arrogantly declared to me, "Flee." His plan stretched beyond victory and defeat. He had plotted for so long, and his plan was finally coming to fruition. The Veracity husk sealed for ages by the Phantom Moon Games was finally awakening.
All right, let's go. Oh, it's like a fast forward mode now, and kind of curious how it goes. I actually like the pacing. Some people say it's too slow, but I feel like it's the flair for dramatics. Ooh, stuff. Good night, dear Thundercoil. I should read that. Change anything yet? Father!
Run. Once the Veracity awakens, you'll have nowhere to run. If you want to live, tell us how to seal it.
It's too late. Just like how a star can collapse into a black hole. Once hunger crosses its limit, the husk's awakening will be unstoppable. I've waited thousands of years for this, watching my plans be disrupted, rectified, and delayed time after time. But a true plan doesn't require ingenious calculations. All it needs is patience. Nothing can compete against time, especially time armed with patience.
This isn't for you to decide. You've lost your mind.
Penny, are you okay? What's the Sat Permad planning?
He wants to offer himself up as a sacrifice to satiate the husk.
Offer myself up? You flatter me. My plan was to offer you, and all the supplicants to the husk. Unfortunately, luck isn't on my side, but a loser should face his defeat with pride, and the victor should receive their rewards. Take this treasure, young nameless. Consider it a token of recognition from a former navigator.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Show it. How you'll face the coming challenge. The fragments of the divine are due to feed. And so, once more, I depart for a destination that never extended me an invitation. From the bottom It's too late. The veracity has awakened. Now, run.
Look at the sharp.
Quick, onto Star Blazer, immediately!
Can a girl even catch her breath after defeating a villain?
Satpramat is dead, but he's already nailed the apocalyptic nightmare firmly into the fabric of this world.
So, where are we headed next? Who are we fighting this time? We gotta do something, right?
The destination's always been clear. We're heading to Perdido Station.
Calm down, March. Fighting isn't the only thing the Nameless are good for. Leading people safely out of their predicament. Now, that's a mission even more true to the Trailblaze Creed than taking down a formidable foe. And that's exactly what we're about to do.
Himeko, are you saying...
The Husk's awakening can no longer be avoided. So from now on, we need to use what time we have left to do what the Astral Express does best.
Everyone, I've arrived at the same conclusion. The Husk's activity index is rising exponentially. It's only a matter of time before the seal completely disintegrates.
Is there a way to seal it again? How about we just start a fight with the Husk? How much time do we have left?
Based on signal strength alone, it is estimated the Veracity Husk deep within Plane Arcadia will break through its seal and tear open the world and canvas in 8 system hours. When that happens, the planet Ahatopia will be the first course on the menu once the Eon's remains awaken. And 12 system hours after that, the entire Consternation star zone will be reduced to a feast for the ravenous.
Uh-oh.
The Express is the vehicle with the longest known warp range and the greatest carrying capacity. I've already given the order. Perdido Station will clear a priority lane for you. Please proceed to Perdido Station with all haste. Allow the refugees to board and leave Plane Arcadia.
Understood. Better brace ourselves for the most packed ride the Express has ever seen.
Man, sucks for people who aren't at the Perdido Station.
How much longer can the Elwood's roots hold out? We're running out of time.
According to Pearl's extrapolations, the Husk will fully break through the seal in 8 hours. The station where the Express first docked upon entering Plane Arcadia, Perdido Station, will serve as the departure point for evacuating refugees. They're paused.
It's the Astral Express crew!
What just happened? The whole place was shaking like crazy!
The crisis isn't over yet. Hurry! Stay with us! Perdido Station is just up ahead.
Please, everyone, stay safe. Beep boop! It's the president!
Yay, this is great! While the Furbos and I were helping the security officers move supplies and keep order, I kept wondering when you'd come back. you really made it. Oh, no wonder you're the protagonist. Lucky as always.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought the president had gone out in a blaze of glory!
We defeated outside Pramod. Is everyone okay?
Woohoo! The president is unstoppable! I'm gonna post this amazing news online right now!
Oh, by the way, what about that Xianzhou general who set out with you?
I don't know how to explain this. Yao Guang, he disappeared.
To lock onto Assad Pramod's clones, General Yao Guang was imprisoned within infinite possibilities. I don't even know if she still exists.
I see. Her divination came true after all. But, hey! There's no word she's dead for certain. Which means she's definitely still out there.
I'll find a way to bring her back. I promise.
I'm afraid now's not exactly the time for this. The ground outside is shaking like crazy. Looks like some big trouble is rearing its ugly head. I spotted Miss Kuchiba on a call with my creditor, the esteemed Madame Pearl. They were talking about doing a head count of the refugees and getting everyone aboard the Astral Express. I'd better head back and help them out. Everyone's pitching in and I'd look pretty bad just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. You should go talk to them in the meantime.
I'm live from the heart of the demon capital! If I survive this, I'll be the #1.
With most familiar faces safe and sound, March 7th and Sunday breathed a sigh of relief. You exchanged a glance, sharing a silent understanding. After fighting side by side all this way, the time has finally come to save Planet Arcadia. It's gonna be a fully packed voyage unlike any before. You can't help but feel a twinge of worry, but one glance at Dan Heng and Walt, and you know. Whether they're on board or not, they'll do everything to make sure this journey goes without a hitch. Wait, where'd Tim go? Weird.
Madam Pearl, I have to ask. By entrusting this intelligence to us, what exactly is it you're hoping Mr. Ashvale and I will do?
What any good security officer and detective should do. Keep Plain Arcadia safe.
Keep Plain Arcadia safe? We're not even specks of dust in the face of the husk. Come on. This is way beyond anything a security officer and a detective should be dealing with.
This isn't where your battle lies. I'll request that the Astral Express take you to Astropolis. You've arrived 3 minutes ahead of schedule. A good omen.
So, you've got a plan?
Interesting. And what would you have us do? File a petition? Stage a protest? To the IPC and all their superiority, we're not even ants worth stepping on.
The intelligence I'm entrusting to you both comes from years of personal investigation. It isn't encrypted, nor does it have to be delivered to the IPC's top brass. I have but one request. Protect Plain Arcadia at all costs. Perhaps you still remember Jade's invitation. A 7-member summit on the Anti-Destruction Alliance is to be convened in Astropolis. I'm hoping the Astral Express can take the refugees from Perdido Station and bring them there. Before the time comes for the husk to break through the seal, I implore you to report the situation in Plain Arcadia to the IPC's top brass and ensure that the preservation's protection is secured.
disappeared? The preservation's protection?
Will the Amber Lord answer our call?
The Amber Lord shall be watching. In 12 system hours, the husk will devour the entire star system, and the IPC's decision will serve as an interpretation and execution of the ideals of the preservation. Their weighted gaze will inevitably fall upon here. What we need is to tip the balance of IPC's decision-making toward protection rather than abandonment. Under Klapoth's watchful gaze, Graphia, Silverwolf, and I will reenact the World and Canvas ceremony to block the husk and buy time before it breaks free.
Madam Pearl, you're not coming with the Express?
No. My duty lies here. I shall stand with Plain Arcadia to the very end. Besides, the artistic realm I've sought for so long is finally smiling upon me. 1,000 years ago, Graphia encanvassed the entire world in that very same moment of peril. Now that I have another chance to put brush to canvas, how could I possibly let it slip away? There's no need to worry about me. I've already made arrangements in Astropolis for the current situation.
I don't want to run away either.
I know. The Nameless have always been brave enough to linger in the direst of plights. Running away has never been your style. But that's exactly why I'm asking you to bear this decision. The one that's harder for you than any other. There is still hope. So long as even a single stroke remains to be drawn upon the blank spaces of Fate's canvas, the masterpiece that is Plain Arcadia will not be lost, and the Phantasmoon Games are far from over. No matter how dire things get, we shall find it in ourselves to smile, for this is a ceremony meant to bring joy and miracles to the world.
Yes, there's still hope. Madam Pearl, I once said that the Trailblaze would serve as the sail for the Anti-Destruction Alliance. And so, in times of fierce winds and rough seas, that's precisely when a sail must do its part. Next, it's time for the Astral Express's War Council. Everyone, we're short on time. Refugees are gathering at Perdido Station, and we need to get them aboard the Express as quickly as possible. March, Sunday. I'm counting on you two for this.
You got it. Leave it to me. I won't leave a single person behind.
Once the Express departs, I'll need you to handle navigation and keep things in order on board.
Wait, what? Wait, what do you say, Kimiko? What, I'm not a navigator?
Haven't you been doing a great job this whole time? From here on out, you'll have to get used to holding the wheel. As for me, I'm the one who set out from this place, and the one who's come back. This is my fight, and mine alone. I'm leaving Madame Pearl's request in your hands.
All right. I'll get the Express and everyone on board safely to the next stop. I won't let you down.
Feels like we're back to that very first moment when we boarded the Express. Well then, I'll stay behind and help Himiko maintain the Star Blazer.
In that case, the duty of protecting the Express falls to me. I'll be clearing the lane when the Express takes off.
One last thing before we depart. Sunday, I have a gift for you.
Pick it.
as the Navigator, I'd like to officially invite you to join the Nameless of the Astral Express.
Damn,
You
Rich
could
have
have
fun
left at any time, but thank you for staying with us all the way here. You may not be one of the Nameless who solemnly swore their oaths upon the path of the Trailblaze, but I believe the courage you showed standing beside us against Asat Pramod is nobler than any oath ever spoken.
Thank you, Miss Himeko. Though Plain Arcadia was not the place I sought, I still believe that somewhere at the end of the road I have yet to walk, there exists something more enduring, something truly worthy of being called an Arcadia. To that end, I'm willing to walk this path with you all, to witness it, and to see it through to the future that awaits us.
Everyone, from this moment onward, we each march toward our own battlefields and fight for the survival of this world. But this is no farewell. I won't say goodbye to any of you. Not while we're still walking the same path. This journey leads us starward.
This journey leads us starward.
Once I've taken care of things in Astropolis, I'll head back as soon as I can.
Attention, all evacuees at the Perdido station. Please form an orderly line and board the Astral Express for immediate transport to Astropolis. I repeat, please form an orderly line and board the Astral Express for immediate transport to Astropolis.
There's still a little more time before departure. Make the most of it. And say goodbye to your friends.
You get 3. Before the official navigation meeting, say goodbye to your friends in Planet Arcadia. I mean, you gotta say goodbye to the Furbos and Nihilux.
Holy for bully! Imaginary are leaving Plain Arcadia? I've heard that Imaginary who lose their wish power will vanish in the blink of an eye. Like takeout left outside Mr. Detective's door. God, without a trace.
Don't be silly. Your cuteness will definitely get tons of attention wherever you go. People will shower you with wish power. Anyway, just remember, it'll be fine. You're not gonna die.
Really? But I'm a journalist! Has it finally come to the point where I have to rely on my looks to get by?
Are Imaginary really gonna be okay out there?
I can't speak for other places out in the middle of nowhere. But Astropolis? That's where Interastral Peace Entertainment is based. And Imaginary there is like a fish back in water.
That's great! We're running out of time, so hop on board, everyone. Mr. Shush has got hot drinks waiting for you all. You'll be safe and sound once you're on the express. Attention all passengers. The Astral Express will be departing in 10 minutes. Please board without delay.
Bastion Kuchiba, Blade, Cinderborn, Pearl. Gotta go with Cinderborn, man. Guy's been through a lot. And he's doing normal.
Senior? I heard the Express is heading for Astropolis.
Magnus, aren't you coming with us?
I've decided to stay.
But please. Planar Arcadia is way more dangerous now than it was before.
I know. I'm just an actor who plays a hero. I don't have the kind of powers you all do. But I can stay behind with the IPC security forces and do more. After all, a hero isn't someone who strikes a pose where the biggest crowd is. It's someone who shows up where they're needed the most. It might not be much, but I'll pilot my Mechatron and do whatever I can to help. So seniors, go on ahead. I'll be fine here. As Cinderborn, I must be the one standing on the front line when disaster strikes.
Magnus, you've really grown. You better stay alive out there. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. I sure will. You guys all stay safe too.
Attention all passengers! The Astral Express will be departing in 5 minutes! Please board without delay!
Oh, the cat! I'm really curious what Ashfell and VTuber going on here. Let me chat.
Medicine, food, thermal blankets. This is the last crate. Madame Pearl told us there'd be people in Astropolis to receive the refugees. But we should still bring some emergency supplies just in case. Better safe than sorry.
What's he sending you to Astropolis for?
The marketing development department and the technology department left behind one hell of a mess before she took over this world. And she wants to hand over every last shred of evidence she's gathered over the years to us, so we can deliver it right under the IPC's nose. Never thought I'd end up moonlighting as a delivery man at the end of the day.
Well, it's not too far off from the Galaxy Ranger playbook, delivering evidence of the bad guys' crimes right to their doorstep, gift-wrapped with a few bullets.
Based on what I know about the IPC and how they operate, she's basically handed us a hot potato.
Cross-world law enforcement. That's a bit beyond the scope of anyone's jurisdiction. But judging by the look on your face, I'd say this isn't much of a hot potato at all. More like a ripe, sweet fruit just waiting to be picked.
Everyone, the Express is ready for departure. Please bring the remaining supplies and the last of the evacuees aboard as soon as possible. We need to depart immediately.
Sparky. Where's Sparkle right now, anyways? Doomsday Special. Limited time revelry. Tired of rubble and the crying? Temporary shelter access party edition at the World's End Tavern is now available. The Doomsday Fireworks Show is about to start. Care to grab a drink? Shill's code at the door to enjoy chaotic order, bottomless drinks, might be watered down, and a microscopic boost to your survival odds. Special guests, you and every other unlucky sap in the universe. Spots are limited, so first come, first craze. Party organizers, Sparksy, Sampo. Your ultra exclusive invitation has arrived. Catch. Is now really the time? Do I have to come too? Why are you scheming this time? I swear I'm innocent. I saw you nameless in the IPC running around like headless chickens, looking all grim and miserable, saving the world. So Sampo and I wanted to chip in and help. How could the people's idol, Sparksicle, ever abandon her adoring fans? The closer we get to the end of the world, the more positive we have to be. Watch closely, gray hair, and let Sparksicle show you what highly efficient evacuation looks like. Moments ago, two fools were strolling down a street at the world's end.
Open up the tavern! Sampo, you really think the world's end is some kind of public shelter?
I know. Ever since the tavern was first established, it's only ever had one rule. No entry for anyone but fools.
I know, but... Yeah.
If we just throw the door to the hidden world wide open for anyone, people are gonna be pointing fingers at us. But old Simpo, look at this flock of lost sheep with nowhere to go, and I gotta say, my heart's aflutter. End of the world survival. Now that's a market with some serious profit potential.
Sampo, you ought to stitch yourself a mask out of credits. If you've got a soft spot for them, just admit it.
So, it appears our beautiful and kind-hearted Miss Sparksy has some sort of compromise in mind?
Rules may be set in stone, but a fool is anything but. Tavern business cards, special edition. Every single one is laced with my Sparksy virus. Just scatter them around, and whoever picks one up will get a Sparksicle mask.
Brilliant! That basically means everyone's a masked fool from now on. Well, leave it to me to open the door. Good luck out there.
Alrighty, my dear little Sparks heads, quit moping around. Pull yourselves together and get ready for the next party. An even bigger bash, the Doomsday Sparksicon. Everyone's a guest here. Grab a mask if you feel like it. As for surviving the chaos in this tavern, well, it all comes down to how wild a ride they're willing to have.
What's the deal with these people? Did Sparksy let them in again?
Darn it! Sampo, who told you to open the tavern door to these regular people?
Easy there, young fool. Around here we extend a little grace and a little courtesy to anyone wearing a mask. Besides, I won't be sticking around here for long. Old Simpo will be taking them somewhere safe. Let old Sampo think for a second here. Where should our Doomsday Tour group take our new friends for a little sightseeing? Lushaka? Oh, these old legs can't afford to get rheumatism on top of everything else. Planet Screwlum? Those Intellitrons are way too cold. Wait, cold? Haha, I got it. Stick with moi, everyone, for only 10 credits each. I'll take you somewhere with absolutely gorgeous scenery. The Bellabog Tour Group is officially open for business.
Interesting.
The masked fools are pretty impressive when they actually get their act together. Guess I better pick up the pace too.
Attention all passengers! The Astral Express will be departing in 3 minutes! Please board without delay!
Time to get going.
Hold on a moment. Oh, I just thought
should get going.
Wait, where are you off to?
Silverwolf promised Pearl she'd stay behind and help with that world and canvas ceremony. I don't understand what program code and paintbrushes could possibly have in common. Nor do I have any idea what calculations are running through her head. She gave her answer and chose to stay. And so will I. After all, this is exactly why I joined the Phantasmoon Games. Ever since I received this body bestowed by the Abundance, this is the first time I'm fighting not against death, but to preserve a single moment. It's been a long time since I've allowed myself to act on my own impulses in a world where no script dictates the outcome.
Lady, take care of yourself.
You too.
Good thing he came back.
Time is short. It's about time for both you and the Express to depart. I can tell you still have your doubts.
Are the people who stay behind safe?
No human force stands a chance against the Husk. But plain Arcadia itself still harbors many inactive, torn scrolls, or fragments of space that are stable. I'll open every safe space we have, and order the security forces to evacuate the civilians at full capacity. I can't make any promises, but you have my word. I will marshal every last bit of processing power and stake everything I have to fight for their chance at survival.
What's your next plan?
Graphia, Silverwolf, and I have reached an agreement. We're going to repaint the boundary. Using the residual probability disturbances left in the wake of Assad Pramod's dissolution, along with the wish power network across the Arcadia that hasn't yet been consumed by the Husk, we will attempt to further fold this world inward by one additional layer. This won't create a haven that lasts forever. It's just a fragile buffer, but perhaps it can buy us one more minute.
How do we keep in touch with you?
Things. How do we get word back to you?
Remember the method you used to communicate with Miss Himiko? The signal of the Nameless is always the fastest and most accurate means of communication in the cosmos. Rest assured, so long as this world hasn't been swallowed whole, I will receive your information nonetheless. The road ahead remains uncertain. I can only wish you all the best on your trailblazed journey ahead.
Meowton! I gotta say goodbye to you.
A captain would never abandon their ship when it's about to sink, and I won't either. As the station master of Perdido Station, I will guard this place until my very last breath.
Goodbye, station master.
Time to get going. Himiko, Don, Han, Mr. Yang, hang in there. I'll be back to help as soon as I can. No matter how many obstacles lie ahead, no matter how many solutions I must try, I will win the support we need, bring the preservation's aid to this place, and put an end to the threat of the Veracity.
We believe in you.
Don't worry about us. We're counting on you now.
We'll hold out until the moment you return with good news.
No navigator is born knowing where the destination lies. The moment a Nameless turns their gaze toward a destination not yet reached, they become the navigator of their own journey. Everyone, it's time for departure.
Attention all passengers! The express will be departing in 1 minute!
My CPU's going nuts again. And just crash Windows. Oh dear. Man, did I have to replace my CPU? It's a pain in the ass. Okay, this is real bad. This is bad. I can't move. Why are there 2 instances of Star Rail? Set forth.
The express is about to make the jump! The express is about to make the jump! Please be seated and hold on!
Oh no!
Goodness! How could it end here?
What the hell?
Let me give you a hand. Express system diagnostics in progress. All passengers, please remain calm and stay where you are. Is everyone okay?
I'm fine. Conductor! Am I glad to see you?
For a moment, I thought I was a goner back there.
I think I'm getting a little motion sick.
You're lucky you can even feel motion sick. We almost didn't make it back there. Did you guys see that giant hand sweep past the window? It just came down from the sky and swatted the Phantom Moon away.
I wasn't paying attention to that. All I saw was Don Hung and Miss Himeko fighting to clear a path for us.
Conductor, what about things over in Plain Arcadia? Is everything okay?
Relax. So long as no one's in a rush to charge head first into the beast's maw, your friends still have time to hold their own against the husk.
That's us talking, isn't it?
What's going on? Who's talking?
I saw Pramod? I thought Pramod's die?
Why would you bring something like that back here?
I thought Pramod said it counts as a prize. How was I supposed to know it could talk?
That's the head of a Lord Ravager we're talking about here.
What the hell with the hand?
It's hard to say whether Asat Pramod's head is that hand, or this die.
We've got enough trouble as it is. The Astral Express does not welcome it.
Dear conductor, don't you think that's a little harsh?
Thanks to you, the Express has had more close calls with death than Pop Pop can count. Don't make Pop Pop find a blender and turn you into a smoothie.
It's all over now, conductor. I'm just a die left behind by Asat Pramod, a harmless toy that can't even move on its own.
I see. How did things end up like this?
Life is full of surprises, I suppose. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
I don't think he's actually genuine, probably.
To make up for everything I've caused the Express, how about I go back to my old line of work as I see? You might think of me as a little teaching tool. Whenever the young trailblazer needs some tempering, or craves a little excitement on a dull stretch of the journey, just toss me up in the air. Just as I always have, I'll bring you a one-of-a-kind trial of probability. After all, learning to stay true to your path amidst chaos and the unexpected, that's one of the most important lessons for the Nameless, isn't it? Roll a 1, and I'll generate astral charts plotting a course straight to the Antimatter Legion's Warforge. Roll a 2, and for the next hour, every beverage on the Express will be replaced with high-energy fuel, or Von Walk's iron-eating stomach acid.
Alright, stop already. Let me put it away for now.
Please, just find a rag and wrap it up.
I can tell. Back when I.C. the Starseer was around, the Nameless never lacked the opportunity to go on an adventure.
Times have changed. Passenger with Himiko away, you'll need to step up and take on the role of acting navigator.
What should I do exactly? I won't lay down, but what should I do?
Calibrating the warp jump to Astropolis is gonna take a little more time. Why don't you head to the party car and check in on everyone?
I don't see how this relates to
Those
the
passengers who just escaped must still have their hearts in their mouths. Go bring them a hot drink and say a few comforting words. Let them know that now they're aboard the Express, everything's going to be okay.
Leave it to us, conductor.
Acting navigator, what's up?
So what was Icy like?
The IC of old was a navigator who'd patiently listen to everyone's opinions, one who believed the journey itself mattered more than the destination. He always managed to take the Express on routes that led to the strangest worlds, and somehow he always managed to drag us into the most terrifying trouble, too. When Akavili fell, those were the darkest days for the Express. The star rail dimmed, supplies were cut off, and many people left. But he stayed and even mentored reliable successors like Falcon Amundsen. How did he end up like this? From the person he was back then?
What's the deal with that die anyway?
It's a curio he's kept on him since long before he became a navigator. He says the die was a blessing from Aha, capable of toying with probability on a whim. Icy always liked to roll the die before deciding on a route. And wherever it landed, it never failed to bring us unexpected luck and misfortune. Pom-Pom still remembered this one time when the die sent the Express straight into a graveyard of anti-organic vanguards left over from the Emperor's war period. Nearly got everyone on board wiped out. Luckily, Falcon rolled a big number and all those ghost vanguards wandering around just shut down on the spot. Even though Icy always said misfortune tempers the nameless, everyone's blood pressure still went up and down right along with that die.
Huh.
That thing is way too dangerous. You gotta be careful with it.
So he's been doing that for a long time then. That's all.
Whoa, before Pom-Pom knew it, all those memories just came flooding back. Anyway, Pom-Pom's got work to do. Now hurry along to the party car. Everyone's been waiting for you.
Himeko, Donhung, Mr. Yang. Come in, please respond. Does anyone copy? Why is the signal still so bad?
Do nothing? We should have faith in them.
It's our first mission without Himeko by our side. I just can't help feeling a little uneasy.
Miss March, sometimes no news simply means they're still in the fight. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be fine.
I know, but I can't help it.
We must reach Astropolis as soon as possible. The only thing that matters now is fulfilling what was entrusted to us.
For the time being, the only thing we can do is get to Astropolis. The sooner, the better. The sooner we finish what Pearl asked of us, the sooner we can get back and reinforce them.
Yeah, you're right. Standing around worrying isn't gonna do any good. Come on, let's go check on everyone in the car. And then, full speed ahead to Astropolis.
I'll accompany you. Back in Penacony, easing worries and soothing troubled hearts was practically my day job.
March, Sunday, time to head over to the party car and check on the refugees.
Man, Trailblazer's lisp is like really prominent this patch. I feel like he was better last patch. Like, wasn't as noticeable. I wonder if they're okay. World Hunger Theater. The road ahead is shrouded in uncertainty, and the passengers who nearly escaped the Beast's maw remain confused and terrified, adrift in their fears of the unknown. This is the Navigator's calling. When people seek your guidance, gather them beneath the sails of the Trailblaze. Oh, okay. Navigator's cult leader. Gotcha.
Our home. It's gone.
It'll be safer in Astropolis.
How are we supposed to make a living once we arrive in Astropolis? Will they even take us in?
Yeah, that's always a great fear of refugees.
Daddy, where are we going? I don't want to go out anymore. I want to go home to Mommy.
Ooh.
We'll go home soon, I promise.
Little one, I'm afraid we'll have to find somewhere safer. Think of it as being a brave explorer for a little while.
Explore?
Even heroes in stories have to retreat sometimes before they can find the weapon to beat the big bad monster. So we gotta be brave. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be a brave explorer. Some people look miserable. Others are crying. The mood around here feels so heavy. Their homeland is about to be destroyed by some unknown catastrophe, and they're being forced to leave everything behind. Far from home, to a strange world on the other side of the cosmos. Everyone's on edge, not knowing what the next moment might bring. What are we supposed to do?
Fear is contagious. It spreads from one person to the next. One person cries, and 10 more start to panic. Let me try using my tuning to soothe these people. Strange. I can't sense their feelings anymore. The power bestowed upon me by the Mask of Elation. It's gone. Is it because we're outside of Plain Arcadia now?
Damn. No more cheat codes.
You got this, protagonist.
This time, we're on our own.
Tuning might relieve them from panic for a while, but it won't help them see the situation for what it really is. These people don't need some lofty, out-of-reach promise. All we need to give them is a clear, safe next step.
Ease their fear of the future. Ease their worries about home. Let's go future. Home's
So,
kinda...
where we're headed, is it safe?
I know how it feels to be uprooted from your homeland on such short notice, heading to a world you've never seen. It's only natural for people to feel scared. Our destination is hardly some dangerous, uncharted wasteland. Astropolis is one of the major worlds under the IPC, equipped with comprehensive shelter facilities and legal protections. Not only will everyone be safe there, but you'll also be provided with temporary housing and living supplies. Once the crisis in Plain Arcadia has been resolved, the IPC will arrange for each one of you to be returned home.
Really? You sure those bigwigs at the IPC won't just treat us like a bunch of rats and slam the door in our faces?
Madame Pearl has already arranged everything properly. I'll reach out to the Strategic Investment Department.
Everyone, our friend here has some serious connections with the bigwigs in the Strategic Investment Department. I'm sure you've all heard the story of how he fought for the interests of Eurillo 6, haven't you?
When the time comes, you'll have to schmooze Jade for us.
Let's ease her worries about home now.
I know that some of you still have loved ones back in your homeland. And some are grieving for all that it's been through. But Plain Arcadia is still standing. Its light still shines on the Express's astral charts. Because
yes, March is
still
cute.
many brave souls
Can we
fighting
get back
on
Sunday,
that land.
please?
The Nameless, the Stellaron Hunters, the Masked Fools, and, of course, Madame Pearl.
But is there truly any way to stop those things crawling out from underground?
We'll pull through this.
Everyone! The Astral Express just took down a Lord Ravager, and the ones still there in Plain Arcadia are none other than his most trustworthy companions.
I have faith in them. The same way I have faith in everyone here in this car right now. They haven't given up on this world. We cannot allow ourselves to be overcome by fear or despair.
Everyone, once we reach Astropolis safely, we can bring the crisis in Plain Arcadia to the attention of more powerful forces across the cosmos. And when that happens, everything taking place on this planet will receive the reinforcements it desperately needs. And that's what this journey is all about. Carrying the spark of hope out there for those fighting the good fight.
Astropolis. I've heard of that place. It should be safe.
The Trailblazer's strength. He wouldn't lie to us, would he?
We need to get the children out. The Astral Express.
Trying to help.
Nice work.
Now that the tide of panic has receded, everyone's got, well, a solid rock to stand on, to say the least.
All thanks to the three of us working in perfect sync. Guess I'm more silver-tongued than looked.
I have to say, your ability to deliver a speech is unexpectedly impressive.
I didn't call me carefully for no reason.
We can deal with whatever trouble the future throws at us after we get to Astropolis.
Attention, everyone. Calibration is complete. The Express will be warping to Astropolis shortly. For your safety, please find the nearest seat and buckle up.
Sounds like the conductor's all set. Let's grab a seat.
Miko, Denham, Wells, is everyone okay? Do you copy? Do you copy? Copy that. We're fine. I'll go on our end. Denham, give us your status too. Don't worry about us. Just fought off a wave of tentacle monsters that popped up from underground. Phew. That said, do we really have to head to Astropolis? Don't get me wrong. It's just kind of, I'm kind of iffy about the IBC. Could we maybe try asking the Zencho or Madame Hera's space station for help instead? That thought's crossed my mind too. Distance-wise, the Zencho and the Hera space station are both too far out of reach. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Heading to Astropolis is still our best bet. But the bigger headache is that the distance is that the Planet Arcadia falls under IPC trade network. Under interstellar trade rules. They've got first dibs on handling it. If outsiders step in without clearance, we could be looking at a diplomatic and legal mess. So, yeah, no other way, huh? There, Draco. Navigation falls to you now. I don't know what to do. Rest assured, I've got this. I know you will. I have faith in you. Things are urgent, so we'll back wherever call you make.
Engines primed. We're ready to depart at any time.
Himiko, Danham, Mr. Yang, please hang in there and stay safe. You have to wait for me to come back.
No matter what happens, it's time to depart.
So that giant cube is...
Attention, all passengers. The warp jump is complete. We have arrived safely at Astropolis.
Finally, we're here. It's been like 20 seconds.
So what are we supposed to do next? Himeko and Mr. Yang always make it look so easy. Like it's just step 1, 2, 3. But now that they're gone, I end up completely flustered.
Let's start the war council first. Let's hatch out a plan first.
As per tradition, every time the Express makes a stop, we Nameless gather first to decide on our next course of action.
Incoming encrypted transmission from Astropolis.
The GameCube? Hey, Jake.
Looks like our discussion will have to be put on hold.
Friends of the Astral Express, you're finally here. I've been receiving intermittent hyperspace transmissions from Pearl. I'm now up to speed on the emergency in Plain Arcadia, where the husk is about to break free.
Himeko and Madame Pearl, are they okay?
Based on the timestamps, they were still fighting as of right before your arrival here. I'll authorize landing clearance for you immediately, and have someone sent to receive you. Welcome to Astropolis. I've also made proper arrangements for accommodating the refugees. Please have the representative from the Department of Aberration Defense coordinate with them.
It's rare to see Madame Jade without a trace of a smile on her face.
Well, you know what they say. The fewer the words, the bigger the trouble. I'll go notify the conductor and get the docking car ready.
And I'm going to inform Miss Nilux, Mr. Ashvale, and Miss Kuchiba. We'll need their help getting everyone settled in.
Friends, the docking car is standing by and ready to roll.
Let's head out once you're all set.
Yeah, see, that was clean. I guess there's no, like, hard S's there, other than set. What? That can't have been the safest way to do that.
So, this is Astropolis? Trampolines, beach volleyball, and the smell of barbecue wafting in from who knows where. Guess this is what vacations are all about.
We just barely escaped with our lives. And now we're suddenly greeted by this scene of peace and prosperity. It feels surreal. Like stepping back into Penacony all over again. For the people of Astropolis, the events unfolding in plain Arcadia still seem like a distant affair.
It's hard to imagine what will go through their heads when they hear the news of the Veracity Husk's revival.
From what I know, even if the news spread far and wide, most people in Astropolis would carry on surfing, sipping coffee, and dining on elegantly plated meals at open-air restaurants without batting an eye.
After all, this is the vacation resort for IPC executives. Once people get parasitized by a certain kind of power, they always have this delusion that the fire will never burn its way to them.
The refugees on the Express can't just sit around twiddling their thumbs. We need to report this to the Astropolis authorities ASAP. Just leave that to Mr. Ashvale and me.
Sounds like a plan. Now let's get moving. And don't forget to bring Mr. N along. His brain works faster than the two of ours put together.
Oh, wait. Take me along too. Everyone's got something to attend to. How can I just sit here doing nothing?
You're a mega.
Well, that won't be necessary. You see... Oh, right. As the Astral Express's biographer, your comic's still running, isn't it? You wouldn't want to miss out on the Express crew's adventures in Astropolis, would you?
A fair point. But I can't just keep being a walking camera, can I?
Miss Nihilux, we understand how you feel. But the work Ashvale and I have ahead of us is... incredibly tedious. And will no doubt be up against Astropolis's massive bureaucratic machine. Please just leave all the bickering and legwork to us.
Those two acting all hush-hush. Are they on some kind of secret mission or what?
Madam Jade said she'd send someone to receive us. So, where's the guy?
Hey! Hello! I've been waving forever and you didn't even notice me. It's me, your avian buddy Albert.
Did you guys see that? One of the cars just came flying out like a surfboard.
Who are these people?
Regarding the pain of others. Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Astropolis is something of a permanent workplace for me. But this is a hurried visit, so I won't be able to give everyone a proper tour. It's a real pity. But we can make up for it next time. Madam J is waiting to meet you all. Please follow me.
Yeah! This looks way cooler than when you were using a baton.
A pen? Oh. Right stick, come on, right stick. Her take that off afterwards. Yeah, we got. Well, don't really need to do. Guy having nothing on her. What was my plan for her? Oh yeah, March was the weird attack scaler. Or no, he still needs defense. He needs defense for her freaking Shield, but she needs attack for actually damage. Remember, there was someone. Maybe it was Japard.
Surprise! Didn't see that coming, did you?
Mr. Owlbird? What are you doing here?
After all those episodes of Keeping Up with Star Rail, don't tell me you still didn't know the show's physical studio is right here in Astropolis. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to get away from my mountain of work? All because Madam Jade asked me personally to come pick you up. Picking an old friend of the Astral Express would do the job best. What's she being all secret about anyway? I'm a pretty big deal in Astropolis, you know. Come on, can't you give me just a teensy little hint?
Hello, username 9406. I can't read what you're writing, but thanks for dropping by. I'm sorry, Mr. Albert. Sorry to rush you, but please lead the way.
Hoo. I see. Well, sounds like a hoot. Not like a hoot. The only hoots I give are literal ones. Anyway, I'll pry no more.
Wordplay? Seriously? At a time like this? Unbelievable.
Easy there, young lady. There's no rush. Just follow me. We'll cut through the Seaside Park, and Madam Jade will be waiting for you somewhere a little more convenient. In the meantime, allow me to give you a grand tour of the city of converging stars along the way. It's sights, it's culture, the whole shebang. Joey.
Oh, I got this.
Speaking of which, why is this place called the Kenneth Park? Ta-da! The answer is... The administrator of Astropolis is named Kenneth Orita, and he's the one who designed the Seaside Park.
All right, we're not here for sightseeing. Can we just put the tour guide act on hold for now?
I feel bad for Albert.
The IPC shall triumph! The IPC wins it all!
Initiating route clearance.
Yeah, well appropriate. Oh, I was supposed to follow.
Here we are. Just head up this way. Madam Jade's waiting for you on the Hotel Terrace.
The Tide of Terminator Grand Hotel, huh? So this is the spot Madam Jade picked. Pretty tucked away, I gotta say.
Wait, you've been here before, Miss Blurry?
Well, I did actually live here for a while back in the day. You know how it is. As a comic artiste, my greatest talent is traveling around the world, alternating between field research and deadline crunches.
Every time I do an interview, I can't help but envy you guests who get to travel far and wide and rack up all those amazing experiences. Sadly, work is like an invisible birdcage that I just can't seem to get away from. Well, the mission Madam Jade assigned to me is all wrapped up. Much as I hate to say goodbye to you all, I gotta be on my way and get back to recording the show. before I head out, I hope you don't mind me asking, Trailblazer, since you graced Astropolis with your presence, would the Keep It Up with Star Rail production team have the honor of interviewing you and your friends?
The opportunity comes up. I love that.
Really? That'd be great. Well, I'll take my leave. Hope your chat goes smoothly.
Wait, hasn't everyone here already been on Keep Up with the Stars?
Wait, why is interplanar jump here in Astropolis too?
Come to think of it, I think I might have also spotted some Imagine along.
Oops. Form switch universe mode. After putting on the Space Ops uniform, press and hold to make the Trailblaze mod enter aiming mode. Release the sprint in the aim direction. Sprinting allows you to pass through platforms and spikes, destroy fragile modules, and more. You also press to trigger a quick sprint in the direction of movement. Okay.
Away.
Spacesuits? Jetpacks? Well, aren't we keeping up with the times?
Ooh. My heart begins as empty vessel until blood flows in and breathes a soul into it. Okay, there it goes. Sprint ability has been upgraded. The upgraded spacesuit enters an invisible state during sprints. It can knock back certain special objects, Hedgehog, Cloud 8, and recovers jump energy. Cool. Try pressing to sprint.
We're going way too fast. I'm getting dizzy.
Enhanced Sprint Ball. Upon touching an enhanced sprint ball, Trailblazemon will perform an enhanced sprint in the designated direction. The sprint ball will also restore Trailblazemon uniform sprint ability uses. The enhanced sprint distance is fixed, but there is a special type of enhanced sprint ball that triggers the enhanced sprint with an unpredictable distance. Ooh.
Looks good.
Who's this faceless beauty? Moons. Or piercings. Nope, moons. Definitely moons.
It's been a while, Nameless. And Mr. Sunday.
Sunday is also an official member of the Express now.
Sounds like a lot went down during the Phantasmoon games.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nihilux, a comic artist. You must be Madame Jade. I've heard so much about you.
Is that so? You look familiar. Have we met somewhere before?
Oh, not surprising at all. I'm sure you must have read my masterpiece, Fluffy Across the Blue. Either that or you've seen one of my on-camera interviews.
Someone help! Please get Miss Blurry and her zero boundaries energy out of here!
The Fluffy. Yes. Pearl has mentioned that comic to me before. But what we need to discuss next has nothing to do with comics. So if you wouldn't mind excusing us.
Fair enough, but I'm guessing whatever you're about to discuss is closely tied to Plain Arcadia. That place is my home, and its future will be determined by the IPC's decisions. I think I have the right to remain here. For as long as I can remember, I've been a bystander, recording other people's stories with my brush. But this time, my sketches, my home, they're all part of that world that's falling apart. At least let me witness the very moment that decides its destiny. Please, don't make me beg.
There's Stag. You didn't trust Alex. Yeah, I won't go that far.
There are 8 system hours before the Husk of Veracity breaks through the seal. Pearl's transmission conveyed both her resolve and her plan to save them. She intended to invoke the gaze of the Amber Lord and borrow the power of preservation to encanvas Plain Arcadia once more, buying time against the Husk's breakthrough. To that end, she was willing to offer up her cornerstone. But before her message could come through, someone within the IPC, as if they had already seen it coming, issued an early warning about the Husk in Plain Arcadia, spiraling out of control. At the same time, the one who issued the warning proposed a targeted plan. Weaponize the Veracity's Husk and transform it into a weapon against destruction. In which case, we would not only neutralize the threat posed by the Husk, but also eliminate Nanook's minions, once and for all. Perhaps even wound the Eon themselves. By comparison, Pearl's proposal looks more like it's just stalling an inevitable catastrophe.
Convert the Husk into a weapon? If we do that, all of Plain Arcadia would cease to exist, wouldn't it?
Once that happens, then Himiko and the others will...
We'll never ban our friends. And we definitely wouldn't ban Planet Arcadia.
My friends, 2 Stellaron hunters, Madame Pearl, and countless citizens out there are still fighting for Plain Arcadia. As long as there's a chance to help them, as long as there's still a glimmer of hope, I'll pay any price without hesitation. But there is one price I refuse to pay. Their lives.
So, who proposed this plan anyway?
Oswaldo.
Oswaldo!
Department.
That monster! Does he have even an ounce of humanity?
Human nature isn't even my main concern here. I'm more doubtful about whether this plan can actually work. I mean, was there really not a single person at the IPC who stood up and asked that guy if this plan even had a snowball's chance of working?
Of course there was. But standing behind Oswaldo was none other than Miss Yabali from the Technology Department. As the de facto leader of the Intelligentsia Guild, Yabali has spent years researching this technology. She's staking her personal reputation on seeing it put into practice. I assume you noticed the presence of Imagine on your journey here.
Well, yeah, but what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
They're not visitors who migrated from Plain Arcadia, but homegrown products of Astropolis itself.
Is this Yabuli's doing? Yeah, I think it can be born in Astropolis too.
I've heard that the birth of Imagine is closely tied to the unique properties of Ahatopia. Could it be that Ms. Yabali really has gotten her hands on some earth-shattering secret?
It's hard to say, but there's no doubt she's conducted extensive research into both the Husk and Imogenesis. Her claim that she can manipulate the Husk of Veracity doesn't seem to be some spur-of-the-moment delusion.
Even if she could harness the Veracity, that's not exactly preservation, is it? Aren't you all followers of the Amber Lord?
Little girl, the IPC indeed walks the path of preservation. That much is true. But the IPC is made up of individuals, each with their own idea of what preservation actually means. Should the preservation be about protecting individual lives and homes, or safeguarding the prosperity and order of the universe as a whole? That's a debate the IPC has never stopped having. Compared to the Anti-Destruction Alliance strategy, which would require endless coalition building and diplomatic maneuvering, the proposal to weaponize the Husk holds far more appeal. It offers a radical, efficient approach that would dramatically showcase the IPC's power, and the prospect of harnessing the fragments of a fallen eon. This alone was enough to send many a colleague of mine with a taste for grand narratives into a frenzy of eagerness.
Grand indeed. But I fear that when the time comes, Yabali and Oswaldo may end up creating something far more terrifying than Nanook.
From what I understand, no matter how many people support or oppose it, the proposal still has to be put to a vote by the heads of the IPC's 7 departments before it can be implemented.
How many voted in favor of weaponization? How many of them are on our side?
I've secured the support of Madame Skardai from the Business Consolidation Department, and Zazad from the Talent Motivation Department.
Wait a minute. Let me write down all these names and departments.
Okay, a quick guide to IPC's department structure that even March 7th can follow along. A good memory is no match for a reliable pen. The departmental structure of the International Peace Corporation is far too complex, so I will make a record in my little notebook first, just in case. First up, there's a faction opposing us, the ones pushing for weaponizing the Husk. Head of Marketing Development Department, Oswaldo Schneider, the primary architect behind the Veracity Husk weaponization program. The one most responsible for this whole mess goes by the alias Chameleon, ruthless and calculating, willing to do absolutely anything to claw his way to the top in interdepartmental rivalries. He and Diamond from the Strategic Investment Department have been bitter, entrenched rivals for ages, both gunning for a seat on the 7-member board. Based on the experience dealing with him, the conclusion is simple: the less you interact with this man, the better. Ugh. But it's looking like he's the one opponent we simply can't avoid in Astropolis. Head of the Technology Department, Yabuli. Miss Yabuli is a staunch advocate for the weaponization of the Husk, and oversees IPC's largest research facility, the Life Sciences Institute. Through her extensive technical dealings with the Intelligentsia Guild, her influence has also permeated deep into the Guild's inner workings, making her its de facto ruler. Head of the Building Materials Logistics Department, Taravan Kian? Tarvan oversees transportation and logistics within the IPC. His building material logistics fleet is responsible for shipping building materials to the Amber Lord, a venture that earned him a seat on the 7-member board. The Starflux racing circuit in Astropolis is also one of his investments. As for what terms Oswald used to bring Taravan on board, that remains anyone's guess. Beyond racing, Taravan has a passionate love affair with food. The man is a certified big eater in every sense of the word. Rumor has it, his private spacecraft is fitted with a fully reclining lounger, and that it takes 3 IPC employees stacked on top of each other like like a human staircase to help him get on and off. Man, this is making my fist itch. These obscenely rich people are unbelievable. Then there's a faction opposed to weaponizing the husk, advocating instead for canvassing Player Arcadia within the pain. Head of Strategic Investment Department, Diamond. Diamond didn't make a personal appearance this time, but Madame J represents the Strategic Investment Department and made their intention clear. Whether it's to protect Pearl, a fellow member of the 10 Stonehearts, to uphold their stance as followers of the Preservation, or to compete with Oswaldo for a seat on the 7-member board. The Strategic Investment Department has proven to be the Astro Express's most valuable ally in Extropolis, and has provided us with crucial intelligence. Here's hoping the partnership goes smoothly, but as for what Diamond actually looks like, even Madame Jade wouldn't breathe a word about it. Honestly, the curiosity is killing me. Talent Motivation Department has 2 supervisors, Matuyin Zazad, and Yan Shilao. Working in the IPC's most intelligence-dense department, Zazad is a figure shrouded in mystery, a master at digging up dirt on others, while keeping his own affairs locked up tight. On the other hand, Mr. Yan Shilao is pure iron judgment and no mercy, like a judge of the underworld. Word has it he's from the Sanjiao. Thank goodness he's already thrown his support behind us. Without Dan Heng, we'd have no way to even get a chance to speak with him. Head of Business Consolidation Department, Madame Scardi. The Business Consolidation Department boasts a massive workforce, a 45% of the entire RBC. Madame Scardi is best known as the most successful talent scout, having worked with the traditional project departments, Interastral Peace Entertainment, to launch countless cosmic superstars into the spotlight. Her appearance has never been made public. Some say she's a breathtaking beauty with an ego to match, while others claim she's plain looking, which is precisely why she takes such sadistic pleasures in exploiting her artist's use, and looks through cutthroat contracts. Wherever the outside world may say, for a lady who's clawed her way to the top, her looks are probably the last thing worth anyone's attention. Huh? Weren't there supposed to be 7 departments? What happened to the last one?
You don't need to remember all that. All you need to know is this. The score is 3-3. For the time being, we're tied.
Whew. Thank goodness. Sounds like things haven't gone completely off the rails just yet.
Wait, 7 departments, 7 votes. Did someone abstain?
The power to cast the deciding vote fell into the hands of Mr. Arita from the traditional project department. Instead of tipping his hand at the meeting, he postponed the vote. And in 5 system hours from now, he will give his answer at the internal decision-making conference.
How long? 5 system hours?
In other words, it's only a matter of 5 hours before Plain Arcadia gets canvassed again. Or becomes a total sacrifice to the weaponized husk.
And our goal is to convince the undecided Mr. Arita?
Precisely.
Where can we find him? Will he even meet with us?
As a matter of fact, he refuses to meet with anyone, especially lobbyists from within the IPC. Arita is the most senior of the 7 department heads, and the most low-profile one among them all. Apart from showing up to make calls at key moments, his schedule is never made public. A big man like that prefers to call the shots from behind the scenes, not step into the spotlight to debate with his subordinates.
Then what if it were the Nameless of the Express requesting an audience? Would there be even a sliver of a chance?
It's a long shot, but I guess we could give it a try. I've already dispatched a team of field specialists to track down his movements today. I'm sure one of them will report back with a lead soon.
I'll talk Arita around. I won't let things get to the point.
I'll talk Arita around, no matter what it takes. The fate of billions is at stake, my friends' lives included. That's all the reason I need to keep fighting for this. I believe Madame Pearl shares the same conviction. And that is why she has my respect. But make no mistake. Just because I'm giving this everything I've got, doesn't mean I'm fully siding with the strategic investment department. I refuse to let the fate of billions become a bargaining chip in the IPC's internal power struggles.
I understand. I swear by my cornerstone that what I place upon the scales this time is my unconditional trust and support. You have my word, so please rest assured. To ensure you all have a proper base of operations, I'll arrange an office in Lodestar Tower, the central hub of Astropolis. You're welcome to convene there to discuss the matters ahead. Well then, I shall take my leave.
Okay.
No. 5 system hours? That's all there is to decide the fate of an entire world?
No, that's pretty fun. Side window. Wait, I read this right.
What kind of people does Jade send into the field?
Probably people who are good at staying under the radar, I assume.
Really? The wide rivers don't flow across this land. They travel through the open sea. Thanks, give a okay. Hey, how the hell I got here? Greetings. I'm a field agent dispatched by Madame Jade. I have uncovered crucial intel regarding the target's whereabouts. To prevent our communications from being intercepted via keyword tracking, please refrain from mentioning any names during this conversation. I have a solid lead on the target's current situation. Please rendezvous with me as soon as possible.
They've got intel already? Madame Jade's team really is something else.
They want us to meet at a restaurant. Sounds like they found where Arita's been dining.
So we just barge in and ask for a meeting? Would Arita even agree to see us?
There's no time to think about that. Must see him no matter what.
It's not exactly ideal to show up with a crowd when requesting an audience with someone important. How about this? He and I will head out, while March and Miss Nilux go on ahead to the Lodestar Tower and get settled in. What do you think?
Fair enough. If I tagged along, I'd probably put my foot in it and make things harder for you two anyway.
Bring the Furbos along to the office.
We can't delay any longer. Let's split up and get moving.
The hell with that option?
Oh, right. This is my first time teaming up with you. Huh, Sonny?
Missing Don Hung already? Don't worry. I'll try not to hold you back.
Is the meeting spot somewhere around here?
Six departments heads have cast a deadlock vote. The survival of Planet Arcadia now hangs under the decision of Arita from the traditional project department. If you want to tip the scales, you have only 5 system errors left to put in the legwork. A field agent has sent word on Arita's whereabouts. This is a chance you can't afford to miss. I think I'm gonna sit this chance next time. Is that a Teledron? Hello, ladies. Okay.
This wonderful vacation has just one flaw. My credits are running out.
Ah. Well then. I'm going to call it a night here, and we'll continue on tomorrow. So until then, thank you everyone who joined me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!